Plaintiff Tarnisha Cooper says she was a wild child who went to jail multiple times for selling drugs and running from the police. Tarnisha insists she's turned her life around, but now she's concerned that her younger sister is headed down the same path because she's violent and she hangs with drug dealers. Tarnisha's suing her sister for unpaid rent and damaged property. Defendant Tamiko Turley admits that she smokes marijuana, but insists she doesn't drink and she's never been to jail. Tamiko refuses to repay her sister because she threw out all of Tamiko's belongings and illegally evicted her. So she's countersuing.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, growing up, me and my sister, we never been close because we're like 14 years apart. And I just gotta tell you, when I was her age, I was a wild child. I went to jail about 9, 10 times, all of them selling drugs, jumped out the window, running from the police, just stuff a young lady don't supposed to do. I seen so much of me in her that it scared me. You know, I didn't want to see her go down the same road. I was 13 when I had my first child. I was 15 when I had my second one. And from the age 15 to like 27, I was just a mess up. And I didn't want to see her like that, so that's why I'm here.
Okay, and now she's in trouble.
Yes.
Following
she's not in trouble. She's sitting over there looking all cute and timid, like she's vicious. I done seen this girl pick up a grown man and throw him across the room.
Okay. He might have deserved it. What
no,
else?
No. Maybe, but this particular time, he just said something she didn't agree with.
What else did she do? You see yourself in it. Is she selling drugs, getting arrested?
I don't know if she's selling drugs, but every one of her friends she's around sells drugs, do drugs, drink. Okay. I've never seen her drink. Okay. I've never even heard of anything, okay. But I'm sorry. You're staying out all night, sleeping all day, but you're sleeping off. The behavior, she's been locked up. Some batteries just bad. My grandma kicked her out. That's my baby. She's younger than my daughter. So I look at her as my baby, not only my sister.
So she moved in with you, obviously.
Yes, I took her in. The conditions was...
All right, let me hear from her. Give me some of the background before we get into the specifics of the rental agreement or what it entailed.
My background isn't too good, but I've never been to jail before a day in my life. But yeah, like she said, I do stay out all night, but I don't be drinking or nothing. I just be with my friends.
Up reading the Bible? Or?
No.
All-night prayer?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Your Honor. I do smoke. I smoke weed, but I don't drink and stuff. And
smoke so much you fall asleep and can't get up. Go ahead.
But yeah, like she said...
You're not doing any hard drugs?
No.
All right. You're hanging around people who are selling hard drugs?
Some of them do, yeah.
All right, that's not good company. You might end up in prison yourself. So you better be careful about that. A lot of women end up in prison just for being around people selling hard drugs because the police accuse you of being part of a conspiracy. They say, okay, we have you on the phone saying, did you go pick that up yet? And the person you're talking to his phone is being tapped and they arrest him for $1 million worth of drugs, and they have you as a co-conspirator because they have your voice on there saying, did you pick that up yet? You might not have been asking for nothing but a dime bag of weed. But they say, oh no, you're part of this $1 million drug transaction because we have you on the phone saying, did you pick that up yet? You follow me? And for that, you might get 20 years in prison. That happens frequently. So be careful about who you hang out with. Clearly, you're not selling hard drugs because you don't have a place to stay. Stay with her. You don't appear to be a hard drug user. So what is it that you're doing with your life?
Well, I start school in the fall, but that's about it.
And you're 18, right?
Yes.
All right. And community college, university, trade school? All right, good. So you're on your way to a successful life, right? So what is she talking about with all this destructiveness, the life that you're living?
I don't know what she's talking about, Your Honor.
All right.
She's trying to blind you with that smile, I'm telling you.
She's trying to blind
you with the smile.
Let's get to the rent.
The rent. $225. I just say get a job to help me pay the rent.
That was the monthly amount you were charging her?
Yeah, $225 and you get a job. That's it. No rules, no nothing. You can come and go as you please. So she moves in, months go past, no nothing at all. I got a kind of light foot around her because we both got strong personalities, and the last time we got into it, police was called, we was fighting. I mean, all
You're
the whole
not like that, man. She can't throw you across the room.
Nah, I ain't finna happen.
Go ahead.
But at the same time, I'm trying to tell her I need help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She blows me off, and after that conversation, I just stopped seeing her. She's staying with me, but I never see her. When I'm at home, she's gone, and vice versa. And I'm like, okay. So she ain't finna respond. So I started writing letters and leaving them for her because I know she was coming in the house, and because food was eaten, stuff was moved.
All right, so you started leaving her letters saying what?
Saying, I need help. Are you gonna help me? You gonna help me now? You gonna help me now? You gonna help me now? No, nothing.
How long did she go without paying you?
The whole time.
How long was that?
From December 2007 to May.
All right, what occurred then?
Still no response. So the last letter I wrote her, I said, Miko, you gotta go.
By that time, had she discussed with you her intention on going to college?
Nothing, Yana. What she said to you here, she didn't say to me, she didn't say none of this.
This is the first time you've ever heard?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Don't be blinded by the smell.
So you're saying she's conning me?
Yes, she is.
All right, we're gonna make sure she's not.
She's a big
because part
con.
of this judgment is gonna require that she report back her progress in school. Otherwise, I hold her in contempt. As is the ability that we have. When you came here, you signed an agreement to abide by all of my orders, including any other disciplinary actions or sanctions I might issue, and you're bound by that. Part of that order is going to be that you come back in 6 months showing me proof that you were enrolled in the community college. Let me ask you about the payment of rent, ma'am. The agreement first, what, did you agree to pay $225 and did you fail to pay?
I did agree to pay the $225, but I told her if I get a job, I'm gonna pay you. If I get a job. And I tried to get a job, but I didn't get one.
So that's why you were out all the time. That's why you never made it back to the house. You were
some
job
of the time.
hunting.
Not all the time, but some of the time, yes,
I know you told me what you're doing. You're smoking so much weed, you went and nodded out and didn't wake up until the next morning, then come to her house, eat everything in the refrigerator, then go back out looking for some more weed, then doing the same pattern all the time. Go ahead. How much do you believe you owe her?
I don't believe I owe her nothing.
Why not?
Because she threw all my stuff out. She illegally evicted me, even though I wasn't on the lease.
She said she gave you notice and a letter.
She did not. I did not receive one
letter. You have
letter.
that letter?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
When did you give her the letter? In May?
Yeah.
How much time did you give her to move?
Maybe 7 days. 7 to 10 days.
Okay. And that is illegal. You have to give 30 days. And you have to get a judgment from a court.
Yes, but she wasn't even on my lease. The landlord didn't even know she was there.
Doesn't matter. She's a tenant. Someone stays over a couple of months with you and they pay you, they become a tenant. Or they agree to pay you, then they become a tenant. And you must obtain a court order or a judgment, a landlord-tenant judgment that orders that tenant to move out. That's the only way you can have a tenant removed. You can't resort to self-help. You can't throw her things out, slam the door and change the locks and say, don't come back here. You can't do that. Otherwise, everybody would be shooting and killing each other. So that's your defense, is that your things were thrown out and you were illegally evicted.
No, my property got damaged because she threw all my stuff out on the day.
Tell me about the property damage. This is your counterclaim. Tell me about the property damage.
She threw all my clothes out, my shoes, all my accessories. She threw my birth certificate out. But yet, when I went back to her house to see if anything was left, because my nephew let me in the house, my DVD player was still in there.
Okay.
So,
do you have an estimate for the property that she threw out, or what you believe it to be worth? And ma'am, what property of yours did she damage?
Okay, let's get started. When she came back, what she just failed to mention, she went in my studio. Music is my life. That's my heart. She went in my studio and she went crazy. I have pictures on my cell phone right now to prove the damage that she did. I have the CD.
What did she do?
She kicked my mic over, which it broke. Now the quality of my music is garbage. And she kicked in my kicker box, the ones you plug in the back of the car. I have it hooked up in my studio. She cut the wires so I could never use it again in the car, kicked the speaker in, put holes in the wall, tore the padding off my walls.
Okay, ma'am, did you do any of this?
I did knock her mic over and I did kick her speaker box, but all the rest of it, no.
You have an estimate for the damage? Sir, do you want to testify? All right, you good?
He's scared of you, Your Honor. He's scared of you. Scared of what you gonna say.
I'm not gonna throw him across the room. You need to be scared of her. She didn't want to throw guys
No, I
up
throw him
against the
across
wall.
when he used to.
Let's see.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I swear I'm kidding.
No, she's not.
All right. With regard to your damaged property, I'm going to grant that. That's $730. With regard to the rent, I'm going to grant you your rent. And that would be $1,125. So you receive your entire judgment. However, ma'am, you did illegally evict her and you damaged her property as well. And so I am going to grant her the $700 for the damaged property. She only wants $250 for the illegal eviction, but she obviously doesn't know that she's entitled to what we refer to as treble damages. When you illegally evict someone or lock them out, the victim or the tenant is entitled to treble damages. That's triple the amount of the rent. And the rent is $225, and I'm going to triple that. $675 for the illegal eviction and $700 for the damaged property. That's how much?
$1,375.
$1,375 for the defendant and her counterclaim, and $1,855 for the plaintiff. And you made the mistake of thinking that you can just throw someone out. And unfortunately, everyone should know that even if it's a relative who comes and moves in and lays up on you, if they've been in there over a couple of months and you have accepted them as a tenant, you just can't throw them out. If they've been there for a couple of months, an established tenancy, particularly if they've told you they're going to pay you, then they are a tenant, and you have to have them evicted just like any other tenant unless they voluntarily leave. If she voluntarily walked away, then she has abandoned her tenancy. But if you kick her out without proper notice or a proper order from the judge, then you've illegally evicted her, and the damages are treble. And ma'am, once again, you should make sure that you're getting your life together so that you don't have to lean on your sister, and make sure you avoid this crowd that you're hanging out with so that you don't have to end up in prison, because so far you've been kicked out of your grandmother's house, you've been kicked out of her house, and you're headed to the big house. And they're not gonna kick you out.
They're gonna let you
I
stay.
promise you, all right? All right, you're also ordered, as I said, to report back to me on your progress. I want to see some grades for your first semester in college. If you can't afford to continue, my staff will help you find financial aid. Community college isn't that expensive, so I'm sure we can find and help you apply for the proper financial aid. And so we want to see you back in 6 months. Have a good day. That's my judgment.